Hi, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the importance of keeping record. This is the first video that I'm doing in my new apartment space, and I'm pretty happy about that. But I wanted to talk to you about keeping a record and the importance of keeping a record. Sometimes we can get so lonely, we can get so sad or desperate, and things can seem like they're not really going well. So we forget where we've been and how we've been brought through it. We forget that we've been in a situation before where everything was horrible and we got through that. So the other day I was at my mom's house and I asked her, could I have her journal? And there's a journal that says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. And it is my mom's journal and she didn't write in it yet. So I asked her, could I have it? And she gave it to me. So yesterday she was at my house and she asked, why do you have so many journals? Why did you ask me, could you have my journal if you already have one? So I wanted to tell you about the 3 journals I keep. The first journal that I keep is a journal of where I am. It's just a journal about where I am in my spiritual walk and my spiritual development. It's important to keep that journal because it allows me to keep a record of my progress in my answered prayers. So I can write in this journal, I'm sad, I'm lonely, I'm broke, I'm hungry. I can write all kinds of things in that journal. But then 2 days later, if I keep up the journaling process, I will be writing about what came through or what happened that moved me from that state to a new state. So I think it's important to keep a record of your answered prayers, to keep a record of gratitude. So I have one journal that's like a record of prayers and just a general journal. The other journal that I have is my forgiveness journal. And if you listen to my podcast and if you follow me, you know that I always talk about having a forgiveness journal. The minute someone wrongs me, the minute someone gets on my nerves or hurts my feelings, I start to write in my forgiveness journal. I write the person's name, I write what they did, and I say, I forgive you for blank, 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 blank. Why do I do that? Because forgiveness is just not very natural. It just doesn't just come like that. So I have to write down, I forgive you. And I will keep writing that and keep journaling about the person and what I appreciate about them or what I appreciate about the experience until I know that forgiveness is really complete and that I truly forgive this person. And then my third journal is my future husband journal. Yes, it sounds kind of corny, but this is my future husband journal. It has scriptures all over it. I don't know if you can see, but I tend to write on the outside of my journals because I'm so hype about having a journal that I write on the outside first. So I have scriptures written all over the journal. But my future husband journal is really important to me because I read a book. I'm not sure who wrote it. Somebody might want to comment and tell me who wrote this book. But the lady talked about how she had a journal of prayers that she was writing for the man that she knew eventually one day she would marry. Now, when I first read that, I didn't go and do that because I read the book. But then I heard a Christian coach speaking about marriage and speaking about when two people that are whole people, two people that are God-fearing whole people come together and form a union, they form a very powerful team, Not two broken people coming together, two whole people coming together. They don't fill each other's voids. They come together and they complement one another. And I heard this Christian coach saying that the enemy wants to destroy marriages before they even begin. So I thought to myself, well, if he wants to destroy marriages before they begin, then I need to start praying for my future husband even before the marriage occurs. So it's very general. I pray for him from head to toe. I pray for him to be covered. I pray for his thoughts to be pure. I pray for his heart to be softened. I pray for him to be open and susceptible to the word of God. I pray for wisdom, understanding, and courage. And I pray for him to have godly counsel. I pray for him to walk in the light. And I pray for him to have forgiveness in his heart, to forgive his exes or his mom or his dad or whatever he's been through. I pray for those things to be happening to him right now before we even get married. So I don't know yet for a fact who my future husband is. And of course, everybody always tells me that they had a prophecy or a sign about who I'm supposed to marry. But I pray this prayer for the man that God is going to send to me. The man that God has for me needs to be covered and he needs to be protected right now. So it's important to keep a record. So the first thing I have is a general journal where I talk about my stresses and my ups and downs, and then I'm able to highlight the good things. The second journal I have is a forgiveness journal where I document I forgive this person until it really is complete in my heart and soul, until I really, truly forgive that person. And the third one is my husband journal. Now, I don't write in this every single day, but I do pray for my future husband at least 3 times a week. So I hope this helps. If you like this video, feel free to share and to subscribe. I could be reached at d.scott@basic-bliss.com, and phone coaching is available. Spiritual advice is available. Visit www.basic-bliss.com to schedule a phone coaching session. Thank you.